All right. Hello, my host. How are you? Um, how are you? So, had this thought, and it came up because I was watching something, and and I heard them say gateway drug. A lot of times they talk about marijuana as a gateway drug, get you started, and that's how people get started in doing drugs, and then they go on to the next level, right? And so it made me think, I don't do drugs, of course, but we know I got a lot of perfumes. So I was thinking about it. I said, so what were my gateway perfumes into certain houses? Because of course, some houses I got a lot of fragrances. So what was the turning point? What was the fragrance that made me purchase all these, really get into them and start buying them? So we're going to talk about my large collection fragrances and what was the gateway drug to them. So let's talk. Now, of course, if you are new here, welcome, welcome. If you're still on watching, welcome. Make sure that, if you like hanging out here, you think it's a good video, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and hit that notification bell. For my regular schmegular hoes, hey hoes, how you doing? Thank you for always watching. Make sure you share this out to your social media. Let people know about me. Don't gatekeep me. Do not gatekeep the LuuLuu. Don't gatekeep. And hey, and when you in these fragrance groups on Facebook, when they say, who are the YouTubers that you watch, y'all better start putting me in there. Y'all better start listing me. That's all I'm saying. Don't be gatekeeping me. I don't gatekeep fragrances. Don't gatekeep me from the people. Okay, that's all I got to say about that. So let's really talk. Okay, so as I started getting into fragrances again, because of course I always had some fragrances, but we're talking about getting to this point back here. There are things that started, especially with the niche brands, you know what I'm saying? That were like, oh, okay, so this is what got me there. So I was thinking, so let's go and talk about a few. So let's start with the biggest collection, of course. Well, actually, it's not the biggest now, but the biggest that I paid for all of them is Mancera. So, Mancera, y'all. Now, I got to be honest, I almost didn't get into Mancera because of this one. This is Indian Dream. Now, of course, I own over 30 Manceras now. Now, what happened is, I was like, I like the fragrance, but honey, this does not last on my skin at all. Maybe it does now. Maybe it matured or whatever. I don't know. But when I first got this, I could not smell it on me. So I was like, ugh. And I don't even know what. I think I bought it because it was the cheapest one I saw. And for some reason, I don't know. I wanted to buy some niche or something. But here is the one that really hooked me on Mancera. This is the one. And it's not the one you all think. It is actually Pearl. I bought Wild Python later. This is Pearl. And the reason why it hooked me is because it's a fig and rose fragrance, and I love fig and rose. And so I saw the notes and I was like, well, let me give it a chance. It wasn't that expensive, and I purchased it and I fell in love with it. It is such a beautiful fig rose fragrance. It's perfect for this time of year. It lasts all the time. But yeah, this is a beautiful fig rose. So Pearl was the gateway that opened the floodgates to buying all these Manceras that I have. Next up, let's talk Amouage. Amouage, I own about 12 from them right now. I've actually stole one, so 13. At one point I would have had 13, whatever. But anyway, here is the one. This is the very first one that I purchased. And I saw it and I took a chance because it was a really good deal. Because matter of fact, I have the lotion. And this is Honor Woman. Love Tuberose not in my, I love, but baby, I got Honor Woman. And I was like, I am rich. I am a rich woman. I felt country clubbish. I felt all those type of things in Honor Woman. And after that, I had to try more from the house. So Honor Woman was the one that took me over the edge and made me just really explore and purchase and blind buy from Amouage. All right, now let's talk about Maison Lancome. Full transparency, I don't own any Lancomes other than the Maison Lancome line. I don't own any La Vie Belles. I don't any Nuit Trésors. I don't own any of those, but I own Maison Lancome. Now, of course, I purchased, you know, the original Oud Bouquet because this is what I heard about. And people were talking about Oud Bouquet and I had to have it. And I was like, okay, but this is not the one that really made me jump and really start buying the Maison Lancome line. And the one that really did that was Rose's Berberanza. Now, this is a backup bottle. I've used up another bottle, sold, decanted, and used it up. But this was the one. This rosy, nutty, with the pistachio and the booziness. Oh, I smelled this, honestly, and this is how this went down. I wound up getting I forget who had them, but I was getting the travel sprays, and I purchased the travel spray. I put it on, and then I immediately went to see could I find it, and I was able to find it, and such a good deal that I wound up buying two. This was this was pre-pandemic. This was right before the pandemic started, and I bought the first one. And I was like, oh no, you're gonna need another one of these because it was such a gorgeous fragrance. And then after that, I just started purchasing more and more of them. All right, let's talk Serge Lutens. Now, to be quite honest, I had a couple before this one, but this was the one that I was like, oh, I need more of these. I actually had Féminine Dubois, and I think I had the Tour Noir first. And then I think I got this one next. And I was in love with this one. And most people are going to know, yeah, we know. And this is Fleurs d'Oranger. This is the one that made me a Serge Lutens stan. I have other ones, Nuit de Salopon. I have a lot of them. Oh. This is my number one favorite orange blossom, bar none. Number one orange blossom right here is Fleur d'Oranger, and I do need to go and get me a backup bottle because I'm in this backup bottle mood. I'm really feeling like I want to make sure the things that I really love I have, because I have this feeling that there's going to be this point where I'm going to use something up like this and then really want it and it's going to be gone. Like right now, I can't find Claire de Musc and I am in my feelings. All right, so this is Serge Lutens. Gateway was Fleur d'Oranger. All right, let's talk Histoires de Parfum. Another house that I have a lot of, really, really love. And this is the one that started it all. Tuberose number 3. Now, I have 1 and 2, and I love them too, but this sexy tuberose took me out, and I was like, what is going on with this brand? And then I started getting them, and I was finding them at good prices, and I love every last one that I have. And this is Tuberose number 3 on a mall for the people who have this, because we know that this is super hard to come by right now. If I see it, I'm buying a backup. I promise. If I see this one come up, I will have a backup of it. But yeah, it's just it's the sexiest tuberose I have. It's one of the let me say this correctly. It's one of the sexiest fragrances that I own. Tuberose number 3. Next up, let's talk Menthol. Now, this one is the one that I started with, and I will say this is the gateway drug because I think I got this and I got Intense Cherry right around the same time, but I'm not Intense Cafe, and I've since gotten rid of Intense Cafe. But this one, Velvet Flowers, Something about this dry floral that I love. It's got a little fruitiness in it, but it's something about this dry kind of old school floral that I love. And it made me say, okay, let me try some more. And their price point also did it, because we know Montals, we can get it at a good price. So yeah, the Montal, it was Velvet Flowers that started me purchasing and getting over the edge. All right. The Attar collection. I have almost all of those too. How many do I have? I don't know, 9, 10 of them. But anyway, everybody was talking about Hayati, but that's not the one that I got first. And this isn't, and I like Hayati, but this was, and it's not Caltat Night. This isn't the one that made me jump over. The one that made me jump over was the Queen of Sheba. Now, this honestly is very, very similar to Good Girl Gone Bad. It really is. It's very similar to Good Girl Gone Bad. Do I still have Good Girl? I have Good Girl Gone Bad. I do. But this actually lasts longer. It's a little bit stronger. And so, you know, and it's a little bit more inexpensive. So I still have them both. But yeah. Do I need them both though? Could I declutter? No, because I have the travel sprays and I love the travel spray, Killian travel sprays. Never mind. All right. So this is Queen of Sheba by the Attar collection. All right. Next up is Erin Beauty. Have about 8 from her house. There's a few more that I still want, but this was the one that started it all. And this is Ikat Jasmine. Ooh, I fell in love with this one. The first time I smelled it, I was like, oh my God, this is so good. So yeah, this is Erin Beauties. This is Ikat Jasmine. This is Jasmine. This is Honeysuckle. This is one of my summer beauties. I need to pull her. Maybe I'll give her, ooh, this might be a job one, because I'm at a new job. So I want to try some all kind of new stuff. I think I'm going to wear some of my cleaner, not quite over the top. And this is a good one for that. Ikat Jasmine. Nishane. Let's talk Nishane. This is such a like super hyped, but so worth it. It is what it is. I'm gonna have to do hype but worth it, because I got some hype stuff. It's just I don't have all the hype. And this is Nishane's Anie. Oh baby, when I have been here, I heard about it and I heard about it. And this is another bottle, by the way. And I got it. You couldn't tell me. No, I got this during the pandemic. I went on a date during the pandemic, and this is what I had to wear, because I was like, they're going to smell me through this mask. Ooh, it's spicy. Ooh, vanilla. Yes. Anie. Anie. All right, let's talk Francesca Bianchi. This is the one, and this is one of the first ones I sampled that was sent to me by Amina, and this is Under My Skin. Excuse all my fingerprints on it. Under My Skin. Baby, this is Under My Skin. This is so sexy and sensual on my skin. It is that. It feels like it's my skin just giving off every sexy, sensual vibe it has. That's what it smells like on me. So that is Francesca Bianchi's Under My Skin. Now, the House of Oud. It was my very first one. It was just before. This is a beautiful amber for the fall and winter. And I saw this in person, the eggs, and that was it, y'all, because like the pictures do not do them justice. I think like coming close and you can really get a good look at it gives you some of the justice in person, because the eggs are beautiful. And I got hooked on the eggs. I did like people get on the cupcakes. I'm an egg girl. I'm an egg girl. All right, next up is Banana Republic. So it was this tobacco and tonka bean. This plum coconut smoky goodness is everything. Whew. I remember I ran out of this and they had gone up in price. I luckily found it at Burlington. And honestly, I'm going to go back to Burlington soon and look for some more just to make sure I have it, because I love this. I haven't worn it in a minute, but I think it's coming out because I'm feeling plum this year again. Let's talk Xerjoff. Now, I got to be honest, I never thought I was going to buy Xerjoff. I kept hearing about Xerjoff and Naxos and all these other things that people, Xerjoff, Italica, Libra, And I was like, yeah, whatever. And then I smelled this one and I fell in love. And then I got, you know, a little caught. I'm not super caught. But if I see a good deal on some Xerjoff, I will pick it up. And this is Accento Overdose. This green floral does it for me. Oh, I love this thing. Mm, I love this thing. I love it. I love it. So that's Xerjoff's Accento Overdose. And it's a, you know, good weapon. Oh. Okay, so I wanted to end my gateways with my friends. But I am upset right now, y'all. And let me tell you why I am upset. Because I want to talk about my first perfumer friend, which is JC. Ganache. You know, coffee, however he said. And now Khye Fragrances, right? So I was going to pull out the original Ganache that I purchased, that I fell in love with, which is Leche y Galletas. Milk and cookies. And I'm saying that and I can't find it. I know I had some left. I am sick. I love that fragrance. Listen, you know how everybody love Italica? When I smelled Italica, I said, oh, I don't need it because I got Leche y Galletas because it's almond cookies and milk. But I'm going to show you this one. So this is one of the ones that when JC reached out to me, you know, said he wanted to send me some fragrances because he found out it's a long story, but anyway, he saw a video of mine and wanted to send me something. This is one of the ones that I fell in love with. And this is B. It wound up being called Stung on Ganache. But this is an apple honey scent. It is beeswax. It is honey. It is appley. This was one of the first times I really fell in love with a honey scent. And so, yeah, this was the beginning of our friendship. So this is one of the gateways into our friendship. Now, of course, this is the infamous whipped one was in this batch he sent me that I hated. But, you know, we still friends. So anyway, yeah, this is B that was called Stung that he renamed Stung. This was it. This was it. And then, of course, my other friend, which is Vincent from Dreamhouse, Ikiryo. And this was the one that I bought. This ain't it. Hold on. All right. This was my first time buying from him from a BOGO sale. And this was when I was still calling him Secret Squirrel. Because Vincent is he's Secret Squirrel. But anyway, this is Rose of Venus. Show y'all the artwork. And this is a gorgeous incensey rose. With a little booziness in it. This is a sexy in-your-face rose. So this was the one that started me like, whoa. This Secret Squirrel. I don't know who he is, but I love his fragrances. So it was Rose of Venus that got me started with Vincent. Look, listen, I done put my hair up and just noticed I forgot a few. So let me put my rings back on and we're going to go back in and talk about a few more gateway perfumes. Okay. Van Cleef & Arpels Collection Extraordinaire. That's what we talking about. And the one that I really got into them was Bois Doré. And I know this is really loved now, but Bois Doré is such a beautiful woody vanilla. Ooh, she's sexy. No, I always say this. I don't really think of Bois Doré as sexy, but maybe I'm starting to think of it because I said that right away. So it's becoming a sexier vanilla to me. With maturity, she's getting sexy. But yeah, so this is a beautiful beautiful woody vanilla. So Bois Doré. And I almost forgot Sugar Mama. As much as I'm buying this chick, how could I forget about her? How could I forget about her? And so this was the very first one I bought. And this was Honeyed Apricot Ambrosia. OMG, this little thing smelling like honeyed apricot ambrosia. That's exactly what it smells like. It is so delicious. So delicious. And so yeah, this is the one that made me jump head first into Sugar Mama. And as we speak, I have 4 more coming. I got to stop with her too because she can get overwhelming too. All right, honeyed apricot ambrosia. All right, so that was my gateway perfume video. Tell me some of your gateways and say some of your, if you have larger, if you have certain houses that you own a lot of, tell me some of them. Give me some, tell me some of your gateway ones that made you jump into them and be like, yes, I need all of them. All of them. So anyway, thank you for watching as always. Be bold, be brave, be fearless, be free. Talk to you later.